Rugged Pastor. This movie is on Lizzy Gold TV. A recap of this movie talks about a lady who was destined to be a native priestess, and she was supposed to take over her grandmother because her mother was already late, and this was due to how her mother birthed her. She was supposed to give her life to this deity, but unknown to her grandma, she has already given her life to Christ and was about to ordain as a pastor. So when her time came to be a priestess, it was already too late because she was already an ordained pastor. So she needed to fight this deity and also prove to the villagers that her God is bigger than the deity. So that's what Rugged Pastor is about, and the movie is on Lizzy Gold TV. What I like about this movie, I really did enjoy the storyline. This was really good. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I mean, when it comes to Lizzy Gold, she specializes in giving us bad and evil in terms of Christian and then spirituality, or Christian and voodoo kind of storyline. This particular one was interesting in the way that she displayed her pastoral activities in the village and how she was interacting with the villagers. I really enjoyed the story in general, and also how it was bent on improving to people that you need to be good. I really enjoy it. Next thing I like is the acting. When it comes to Asaba, I don't know if I've said this before, but Asaba actors always try to prove a point, which is good acting. It comes natural for them. So with this movie, all the characters that showed up, especially if they had a main role to play, they really did a good acting. Nobody was shy, nobody was cringing watching. No, everybody was acting a part. I basically did enjoy what they did together, especially the pastoral scenes, which has to do with the church. Everybody was acting, nobody was watching the camera, or nobody was doing as if they were on a scene. Everybody was just naturally acting, and I really did enjoy that. Even the street shooting where she was beating up people and forcing people to take the word of God, those things were really interesting. So acting was pretty much okay and very good in this movie. Next thing I like is location. Yes, another thing that I have to give up for Lizzy is that she is always exploring when it comes to location. She uses a lot of location. She's not boring with her location one or two. I mean, even though we've seen these locations before, especially if you watch this part of YouTube movies, they are Sabawood. These locations are not new, but what I'm saying is that she uses a lot of location. We had a church, we have different houses she was visiting, we have market, streets, different churches, offices. Like, she had a lot of places to show us in regarding the storyline, and that was something that I like about this movie. And how can I forget cinematography? I really enjoy how this movie was looking. The presentation, the picture quality of it is something that I like. You guys know I'm not a fan of gray, blackish, unnecessary grading, especially if you're not giving us crisp and then quality clear picture. I'm not a fan. If you're not going to give us that, then give us beautiful colors, yes, but let it be bright. That is what I love. So with this, I really did enjoy and like the cinematography of this movie. Lastly, what I like is costume. I'm talking about church members, and even the priestess, or should I say the juju of voodoo side. They had one costume, and that was okay. But I'm talking about the pastoral church members, even Lizzy herself. She was an assistant pastor, then she became a real pastor, and you could see the transition in her costume when she upgraded her status. That was something that I really like about this movie. Moving on to what I do not like about this movie, I'll start by saying that, oh guys, in as much I really enjoyed the movie, it is so long. Yes, Lizzy Gold is fan of making her movies 2 hours 30 plus, or she ends up dividing it in parts. So if she doesn't divide it into parts, then you know that you're going to be sitting down watching a 2 hours 30 minutes plus movie. This movie is super long, but just because I wanted something different, not the Lagos Abuja, I had to sit throughout watching this movie, not in a day, but go come back and continue and finish watching. Yeah, so that is to tell you how long this movie is. That's something I did not like, basically. Next is the size. Trust me, I don't know why Lizzy Go did not post this movie in the right frame size. This movie is not 16.9. That was disappointing. I hated it for that. Yes, so the right frame size is not what this movie was posted in. So yes, I don't like it. Another thing I hate about this movie is the scene where she practically died. That scene, she was in the coffin, she died, they were praying. I'm like, yeah, okay, she died. The pastors were praying for her to resurrect. When she resurrected, that scene was not done properly. I hated how the acting was good. It's just how everything was just put together that was disappointing. I hated that scene so much. I'm like, how the people were shouting at the background. I don't think they thought through and sat down and say, oh, okay, this is beautifully done. I don't think they did that. They just thought, okay, it's in the scene or it's in the script, so they have to add it. That was not done properly at all. This is an example where others who do not watch YouTube movies or who do not watch Asaba movies will criticize that scene, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Another thing I did not like about this movie was also the scene where she was shot. She was being attacked by armed robbers or bad boys, and they shot her. Now, if she actually believed in her God so much as the movie was trying to let us know, when they shot her, it was her grandmother who was there to protect her. Now, after protecting her, she did not even thank her grandma. She was rather very rude, like she did not appreciate that the grandmother was there to save her. I mean, they could have made it in a way that the grandmother, yeah, after saving her, she will appreciate and still let the grandmother know that, yeah, I thank you for doing this, that for me, but I'm still not going to worship you, something of that sort. But you were not grateful. You were just being mean and rather telling your grandmother that she shouldn't have saved you. The whole thought of that is not sitting down well with me, and that was something I did not like about this movie. But that notwithstanding, it's a good movie in general. Rating it, I'm going to give it 5/10. If you haven't watched Rugged Pasta, do well to watch. It's on Lizzy Go TV. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next movie review.